Greetings everyone. My name is Mangele Mbapane and I live in the Mbuzini district in Swaziland.
Simangele lives in the hills far from any town or city, beyond the world of computers and television. It's a world where nothing is taken for granted. There's no electricity, not even running water. Her grandfather is buried under a mud mound in the center of her home so that he can guide Simangele and her family. African people honor the wisdom of their family members who have died, and many sick people come here for guidance from the dead. Simangele's father, Mr. Mbopane, is a healer. His way of healing has been passed down from ancient times. In a special ceremony, the ancestors are called for help. This way of healing is used by people all over Africa, and Simangele participates fully in it. But it is only a part of her rich traditional life.
I have one father, I have 14 mothers and more than 73 brothers and sisters. If I add my father's grandchildren, I don't know how many of us there are living here together. When I wake at 5 o'clock in the morning, I get dressed and begin my studies. When I'm finished my homework, I clean the room which I share with one of my older sisters. My problem is the number of small brothers and sisters. As I clean my room, my little brothers and sisters come and watch me. They can be such fun, but they can also make trouble and often mess up my work. Then I have to start cleaning all over again. My school is just over the hill from where I live. I like coming to school with so many of my brothers and sisters. Once we had a class that was completely filled with my father's children. But in my class today, there are only 8 Mbapane children, including me. Today in the history lesson, we are learning about the great inventions.
Graham Bell invent a telephone. How many of you have you ever used a telephone? Have you ever phoned somebody? Yeah?
I have never spoken on a telephone. My father says that if we do, we will leave our traditional way of life and stop beating the drums. My home is divided into different parts. My older brothers live in a section separate from my sisters and the younger children. My mothers and my father live in their own building. We all help with housework, especially looking after my small brothers and sisters. The really small ones are fine because we can tie them on our backs to keep them out of trouble. It's the toddlers that need the most attention. The bigger girls like me help to prepare the food. We take white maize and crush it into a powder. My mother number 9 helps me. It's easy if you let the rhythm work for you. Grinding peanuts into a paste is our way of making a tasty cooking oil. Having so many mothers in one family is very comforting. If I have a problem and my mother is not present, I go to any one of my other mothers and she will assist me. She will help me. We all cook in a single cooking hut. Each mother, along with her eldest unmarried daughter, prepares food for her particular family. Our main food is made of the maize flour I have ground, which is then cooked into a porridge. Then we add vegetables. This is my father's field. The vegetables we harvest here, we take home to eat. I enjoy coming here with my own mother because it is my only time to be alone with her without all the other children. It can be hard work, but it is special for me to be together with my mother like this. My father owns many fields and he's an important healer. Everybody who comes to see him must kneel before him as a sign of respect. In our costume, we always kneel down when entering someone's hut and clap our hands to show respect. Before my father begins his work, he puts on his clothes and beads. Everything he wears has some meaning for healing. My father sometimes chooses me to help him. I like it because it means I am favored by him. I assist him to perform certain ceremonies, like after he has made little cuts in the patient, I rub the herbal powder into the cut. This is to protect the person from sickness. In the same way other people get medicine injected into them with a needle. Most medicine is taken as a herbal powder made from plants. The way the powder is accepted and taken is important if it is to work. There are always young people who come to learn healing from my father. This woman will stay in our village for 2 years before she will be tested as a healer. She and I are looking for wild roots and herbs. This one is to cure someone who has a sore stomach. That one will bring a fever down. At home, Father helps us separate the plants. Then we chop them up and dry them in the sun. After that, I grind them into a very fine powder, which may be mixed with other powders as muti or medicine. If a patient has a mysterious sickness, my father throws a handful of shells, charms and bones we call amatam. The way they land tells my father the story of why the patient is sick. Then we beat the drums, which I am very good at, and one of my mothers will start to trance. The ancestor guide will talk through her, and she can become a snake, an owl, or some other animal. My father reads her actions carefully, which tells him what medicine the patient needs. At the end of the ceremony, the ancestors thank the drummers for allowing them to speak. They are very grateful and say kind things. I don't want to be a healer one day, because you have to put mud in your hair. But if one is called by the ancestors who come to you in a dream, then you have to respond by becoming a healer. We are a Christian family, and I know how people can be called to become priests. It's the same with healing. If you don't follow what your ancestors are saying, you can become sick. Every day we fetch water for the household. It's a long walk, but we shorten the distance by singing or gossiping amongst ourselves.
Look at me, oh Lord, and answer my prayer. Oh, leave my sin. Oh, leave me, Lord.
Today, Father thanks us for our work. He can be funny, even though he is such an important man. Everyone is always busy preparing or making something for the family. This mother is weaving a grass mat for our cooking hut. Between chores, we love to skip. The skipping becomes more and more complicated and difficult as we go on. Boys can't skip. I would like to work for television one day, even though I have never seen it. My friends tell me there's a lot of dancing. I want to go to the city and dance for television. That's my dream. Sometimes, when we have a celebration, we put on our best clothes and dance together. I don't know where we get the steps from, but I am sure they're the latest style.